We just had a very hard fall battle here that we didn't answer the call here. CSC came in here and, really wanted it a little bit more on our What I Want to Be Day, which is a day with a lot of energy and a lot of enthusiasm. So I have to give credits to them, hats off to them.
Coach, where'd the game turn?
The momentum shift at the end of the first half. I don't think that. I always go back to those points. We had a lot of wasted possessions, giving people opportunities that were providing some great things for us on the defensive end, but then, hurting us really bad. And then we had 15 turnovers. I just bragged before the game started about how we were limiting our turnovers. And, we had 24 turnovers and a team that wasn't pressing us for the game. So, so I think that momentum shift hurt. And then I think we came out in the second half. We were doing some good things, but they were really owning the boards. They were sending three. I mean, we had no one on the weak side, and they just were really out hustling us for every 50-50 ball, and really playing with a lot of enthusiasm on our floor. So I think culmination. I think the momentum shift hurt, but then, we just couldn't do the little things to separate.
They had 23 offensive rebounds. You guys had 13. You're only out rebounded by 4, but how killer were those offensive
Yeah, and
rebounds?
then that's so misleading because, we'd only had they had like 9 or 10 more at halftime, and I mean that so we got crushed on the boards. I mean their points off of second chance baskets and and just really hurting us in that respect was very difficult to swallow. And even at halftime we had only 20 possessions. They had 37. So they had 17 more possessions than us at halftime. So this is not. Like I told them, this is, we had a situation at Harvard when we got crushed on the boards. Situations, you can't put a Band-Aid on it. You really have to be consistently getting better. Obviously, I felt like E, was a constant star that was really rebounding. And I think Ayo's foul trouble made her extremely tentative, not really sure what we could do, but who's going to be that extra person? And then the guard situation, Annie can speak on that. We're standing around watching, which we did that at Virginia Tech. Our guards stand around and watch that ball. People watch a lot of film, and, we have to do more than just put a Band-Aid on that.
Hey, Lau, how'd you feel today? Not the result you wanted, but 14-14. How'd you feel?
Well, I can't say I feel good. I don't, because it's of no use playing so good and we didn't win the game. So I feel really bad that we lost the game, so I can't really say anything about how I did.
That's a pretty good answer.
Coach, can you talk about these first 4 games through conference? 1-3, not the record probably that you were, anticipating by this point. How can you assess the team so far?
Well, I knew I had a young team and a new team, so I really don't sit there and start counting down things. That's just never been my style. So I knew that the biggest disappointment, I think, is just our fight. And Annie knows that, both ends of the floor she's working on. She can speak on how her and Ayo both have been talking to the young players about what conference is about. And you might want to even, express, some of your statements that how you're trying to prepare people to be ready for conference.
Conference is just it's different because they have all the scout in the world. They have all the film. They have everything that you do wrong or whatever you lack or something you just might mental lapse on, it's all on film. So they use it and they utilize it. I mean, and that's going to be for anybody. That's going to be for anybody. We play everybody twice, and the second time we play people, it's going to get harder because then they know how we play them, and then they have all the film from non-conference. So I mean, conference is just basically really comes down to who wants it more at the end of the day.
Do you and Alma feel at this point, 4 games in, that you have to score 15 points like you did today? Do you put that extra responsibility on yourself?
No, not really. I mean, I can speak on her behalf. We're just trying to do what we need to do. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's some games where Alma doesn't score, but she goes crazy on rebounds. Like, she's really, and like, we're just really trying to do what the team needs at that point in time. And if it's scoring, then Coach K's running plays for us, then it's scoring. But if Coach K's telling we need to stop, we need rebounds. Like, it's not really about scoring. Cause like, in the right person, the right time, in the right hands, I can trust that anybody can, you know what I mean, hit a shot. So I mean, it's just doing whatever we're called upon to do, really.
And with more minutes, I will say, because it definitely hurt us having AO for, you know,
Yeah.
15 minutes in a game.
Yeah.
I mean, you're, you know, a kid that is a large part of our
Yeah,
success.
that's
And,
season low for her.
you know, and, you know, again, going back to the film, you know, we're at home and it's 11-3, you know, at our place. So it's kind of bizarre, you know, when you're playing a team that's putting your hands all over you in a league where we're not supposed to be doing that anymore. So, but we have to deal with it. There's no pouting, there's no crying. It's going to be times 20 on Sunday. And these guys are very aware of that. So that's why this game was a great prep, you know, for us to get a win and be ready for what's going to happen on Sunday. But it is what it is, and we're in control of our performance. And I think it's pretty evident on the floor that, you know, people have to perform better. You know, and provide the things that the team needs, and we know how to do it. And they know what their responsibilities are, and we just got to start doing it. And I think, you know, the freshmen can't play like freshmen anymore. I mean, we're going to have to live and die with some of that, but, you know, it isn't the end of the world. We're going to keep growing. We're going to keep getting stronger. We have a long season ahead of us. You know, we knew it was going to be a challenge this year, and you know, we're going to keep fighting for it. Good production out of both of these guys, and keeping these guys on the floor, keeping A on the floor, and keeping us out of foul trouble. You know, will allow us to do the things we need to do.
Thanks, guys.